Hello there everybody and welcome back to another video, and in this one we are going to be looking at Paluh's perspective from the Onchiping Major, watching back every single clutch, all 7 of them. He had the most at the event, so I wanted to have a look at them and see just how this man gets it done. Clearly one of the best and more consistent players in the entire world over the last few years. He's really proved that, so keen to jump in and enjoy these clips. First one here is against TSM on Border, round 2. Liquid trying to set up for the plant with 45 seconds left on the clock. Diffusers up above in the hands of Legendas on the Dockerby, and we'll see how Liquid look to close this round out. Paluh posted up on the window. Legendas will go for the plant, trying to cover the swing from bathroom. It looks like it will get stuck. TSM were a long way away from the site, and this position on the window really powerful, especially with that wall breach. Has line of sight now on the diffuser, baiting his teammates a little bit here, but it is pretty calculated to play passive. We'll actually move a drone 15 seconds deep into this post. Snake gets a pick over towards waiting. Now is a really good drone for the cross, so he'll know exactly where Snake and Gasha are looking to enter from. He can't really cover Legendas from this position, but he knows that TSM will be expecting a player in the window, so he doesn't want to expose himself. Now only 10 seconds left, so TSM will need to stick. Paluh gets an easy kill. Plays the position so well, so patiently. No time left, and that will be a really nice clutch. Gets the 2k as Gash is forced to jump out. Not that there's anything that could be done at that point anyway. So really well played. Calculated. Of course, some may say that he's just baiting his teammate there, and you know what, he kind of is. But that teammate did a great job installing out time. He didn't expose himself and give away the pick. He had a super powerful position in the post. Didn't want to forfeit it, and played it really well. Alrighty, we move on to round number 6 then. Liquid v Sandbox on Oregon. Sandbox actually 5-0 up at this point. I remember watching this game. Spoiler alert, Sandbox, they got to throw it. And Paluh played a bit of a part, I think, in kickstarting the return here. 50 seconds to go, small tower for Paluh, 4v4 on the scorecard. Now down to a 3 versus 3. Liquid with the advantage now. Paluh will look to enter. I don't really remember how this plays out. Nesk does fall. Aggressive Z control for Paluh. Might be able to catch a player off guard. Spots. Good boy. Lights him up. Looks to get aggressive off the flash. 2v1 now is Static still on the board. Can you play into the shield here? So using defensive utility against the opposition. Legendas will go for the plant. Static on drone has information, I believe. Looks to play out of Z. Liquid playing contact. Contact made. Truly important that they don't freak out in this position. Stack into a position where Static can find them both without a trade. See, Paluh's just being really conscious of a rotation. Either security or the right hand side of split. Now looks to double down with his teammate. An awkward team kill, so this wasn't the cleanest of clutches. Paluh made it a clutch, forced it, but has wasted a lot of time. And again, much like that previous clip, right, he's in a really safe position, playing really calculated. Some may argue, baiting, of course, the team kill there, not ideal, so perhaps a little bit lucky. And we'll actually watch that back from Static's perspective. I think from memory, he was actually quite close to finding both of them. Can't quite remember. We'll watch it back anyway, half speed. Static was probably a little bit too slow to get in towards sight. I mean, if he hits this, it's on. He has, at this point, 25 seconds. Baits out some shots really nicely. Peeks. Misses. Then Paluh with the team kill. And was exposed. So, I mean, Static perhaps could have found that pick. But nonetheless, Paluh produces another result. On to Liquid v Heroic then, and this is where things start to get really insane. 3 clutches from Paluh in this map, bringing the total up to 5 for the tournament so far. Clean shot there to kick things off over towards the main breach. Will spot the second player, but doesn't overcommit. Is in the 1 versus 2, knows where both players are. Drops the diffuser, no trade from Benja immediately, so Paluh is being gifted a little bit of a freebie now. Sees the shoulder, hits the shots, doesn't again overcommit. And that's what we've seen so far from him. And we'll see how he goes about closing out this round. 50 seconds to work with. Benja's got plenty of time. Grenades as well down below. So Paluh will be counting his lucky chickens and trying to move around a little bit. Hard to know if Heroic have much information. Still knows his main stairs, and it's just about winning this duel now. 30 seconds to go though. Benji will actually rotate. Paluh again goes to a really safe position. Trying to minimize the amount of sound that he is making. Long deep line of sight towards the breach. Benja is able to pick up that diffuser and will go for the plant. Pros don't fake, but he does in fact get off it. Paluh times him. Plays it super well again. So that's one of 3 clutches on this map. Let's move on to the next one in round 7. So on the attack now, of course, switching sides. Legendas going for plant on carpet. The Monty Turtle strat. Paluh's down below playing vert. That was a nice kill through the hatch, of course. Now we're in a post. A 2 versus 4. And Paluh is not in the best of positions. Quickly rotates. Ying also off. So both players are so far away at this point. Oh, there's no way. The grenade lands. I have not seen this. These are genuine reactions. That is absolutely insane. Gets up in time for the second denial. And now it's a 1v1. And there's no way Benja's going to win the fight if he jumps out. So he's trying to bait Paluh to get back on the peak. Is successful, but again, Paluh's timing, his positioning, absolutely spot on. Benja must now stick. Not enough time to go off. Paluh knows that. Gets the kill. And that is an insane clutch. That grenade? Holy. I thought when both Paluh and his teammate were offside, that they were done for. But I mean, that grenade was just absolutely insane, the timing on it. Jim tries his best to stick it, and we'll see how close he gets. Grenade lands with about a second to go. So, wow. What a play. Insane from Paluh. And that is a real tilter for Heroic, especially if they knew where both players were so far away from the objective in the post. Round number 9 falling apart a little bit here for Liquid. Paluh in a 1 versus 4. LMG on the Ying. So a lot of bullets to work with here. And Heroic need to be really careful that they do not feed him ones, because he's shown, like he always does, that he's not going to lose them. Time to work with. Paluh trying not to make too much sound on the rotation by sprinting. That's pretty smart. And looking to just isolate a couple of ones here. Barricaded off. Has a drone. Spots Grizzly. And with the suppressor, wallbangs are going to be extremely powerful, and he hits it. Still so much time to work with. A 1v2 Ying LMG with drones. Scary for Heroic, who have struggled against Paluh in the late round in this match, evidently. Spotted on default. Wins the 1 again. Now it's just up to Joom. The top rated player at this event, mind you. A 1 versus 1. Has the game sense that there's one up above. Both players now 1 shot. And he commits to it. Wow, okay. Paluh was trying desperately to get towards that diffuser, eventually picked it up. Joom missteps, gets punished, and it's another good round from Paluh. Alrighty, on to Liquid v W7M on Clubhouse. 35 seconds on the clock. Paluh on the Wamai, posted up at dummies. 4v5, not a favorable position here at all really for Liquid. And it's even made worse now with Nest falling. Julia has that kit in hand, and it's really fallen apart. So a 2 versus 5 here. How does Paluh go about winning it out? Well, clean shot bottom main. You can anticipate a play holding that cross. Able to deny the drop. Then gets another onto Volps. Here's the player behind. Can see him through the mirror window. Because it's just a little bit glitched on the replay file for us.
5 seconds left.
The attacker can't shoot through it, of course. And Paluh, again, reads into it. Repositions. No time left for the Twitch. And that's a beautiful clutch from Paluh. Just read in to the default attack pattern there. Found the timing. Landed the shots, and then had the discipline to fall off late for the final 1v1. Now into round 9 of the grand final. Liquid down 2-6 against BDS. 3 versus 3. We'll see how he plays this out. BDS trying to get Sayers control. Paluh supports his teammate. Now a 1v1 against the Lems. Not the easiest of rotations with the castle barricade and only really a single point of entry. I think Alems is read into that. Baits a nitro, but Alems won't get off. Throws it. Doesn't land. Doesn't land the shots either. Obviously the nerves really kicking in both players. Adrenaline would be flowing at this point. As Alems wants to close out this game, of course. Paluh won't know if he's crossed because of the barricade. So needs to play contact on these angles. That's exactly what he gets. Needs to commit to the fight as early as possible, and that's exactly what he does. Really well played by Paluh. Of course, probably could have tidied up a couple of those engagements, but totally understandable given the circumstances. A lot of pressure riding on this round, and given that, plays it really well. But that will conclude this video. That's all 7 clutches from Paluh at the major. Again, the most at the event from any player. And he is just an absolute machine across the board. Such a great player. Super consistent. Always fun to watch. If you enjoyed the video, of course, please like and subscribe for future content. Comment down below what you want to see next. And I'll catch you in the next one.